Good evening, everyone. The time here is 9 o'clock in the evening, Australian Standard Time. May I greet everybody a pleasant good morning to Africa in Conakry, Mali, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Tanzania, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and so forth. Here in Australia, our time here is 9 o'clock in the evening, which is May 11. Now the time here, we have a time difference because Australia belong to down under, which is close to Asia. That is why Australia called down under. But anyway, may I ask everyone, have you found what you are looking for? As you know that Wilhelmina is always live on Facebook and also on YouTube. Gold is a capital asset that you are investing to buy for your rainy days, to buy to make into different uses, to buy to make into jewelry, to buy to make into medical uses, to buy to make into industrial spare parts, or to buy you make into gold bullion, which is refined. Now most of you are confused. Gold bullion versus Dore bar. Without Dore bar, you would never get gold bullion because Dore bar mined by the company and then they will refine it into gold bullion with serial number and it stays in the bank, which is in the vault that is already refined. You can only buy gold bullion in the bank with a licensed broker. So you people, brokers and buyers asking, well, Amina, I want to buy gold bullion. Sometimes it wonder me. You are not a buyer really if you're asking me to buy gold bullion because we are not selling gold bullion. We are selling unrefined. You are looking for refined. You can buy that at the Central Bank of London or you can buy that in your country. But you will never get gold bullion because you don't have the cash. That's why you are looking to buy unrefined in order for you to get the profit. Gold bullion, you wouldn't get the profit at all because the central bank will say, okay, this is the price, whatever the price of the world market, you pay for it. To us, you buy direct from my seller, we give you a discount of less 8%. Then you refine it. It's up to you what you are going to make it. It's your business. Our business is to sell to you. The gold is 22.54 carats, which is equivalent to 23 carats. The purity is from 95, 96. That is an offer to sell to you. We are offering you to sell. The origin where the gold coming from, Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone. Wilhelmina is offering you that we have the gold produced by my seller. Wilhelmina is the extension office of the seller. I am based in Australia. I am the extension office here. My job is to receive your order. My job is to screen you. My job to screen you whether you are a buyer or not. And my job is to reject you if you don't meet the criteria. How are you able to get this world asset that you are looking for? Of course, you need to have a capital. We don't sell CIF, cost, insurance, and freight. I always mention that on every video, whether on Facebook and on YouTube. Very clear. But why you guys, you don't comprehend? You don't read. That when you saw my video, you're excited. Don't be excited. After you listen to this video, scroll down. On my YouTube channel, it says, show more. You scroll down, you read wording by wording, paragraph by paragraph, whether you're qualified or not. And when you qualify, then you come back. Yes, My address, my contact number is online. Well, Amina is not hiding her face because we are real. And you, people, hiding your face, you use other picture. Why are you going to hide your face? Why? Are you scared to be seen in the world, so therefore you are not a buyer? You're not. Because a real buyer doesn't talk too much. Only, excuse my language, only bullshit buyer talk too much. I have the buyer right now in Africa. He traveled miles away from his country to Africa. He's waiting to get the export documentation and he's going to fly out of the country. We have buyers in Dubai, from Dubai. He is in Africa, in my seller's head office. Yes. And you guys, I am not an agency. I am a store. This is my platform. I put everything. I put the update sale. I put the update price of the day. Now the price of the day today, okay? I'm going to go to the world market. Today is May 11. The price is 59,260.95. That is the world market demand. In economics, they're saying supply and demand determine the price. So you are not buying banana here. You're not. You're not buying bread here. You are buying world asset, which is gold bar Dore. Gold bar Dore, mined by the company, and the seller, he owned the concession, and then when he mined it, he will wash the mud into the water and get the dust gold. After getting the dust gold, he will smelt it into bar, ready for export. And then when you come to Alamina, you have to read the full corporate offer in front of you. It says here very, very clear. See? The description is gold bar Dore. The origin is from Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone. The form of gold is Dore bar. It says in here. The purity is from 95-96. It depends on the result of the assay when you purchase the gold and when you assay the gold. So our minimum order is 20 kilos. Now, 2 weeks ago, I considered 5 kilos. My head office advised me we no longer sell 5 kilos. It's not worth it for you to travel small quantity. I will bend my seller again. He might consider 10 kilos. Okay? So, if you are not listening and reading the full corporate offer, every video is on this. The full corporate offer is on every video. The quality of the gold is 22.54, which is 23 carats. The mode of payment is F.O.B, not CIF, not LC, not SBLC. Okay? Our selling price today on the world market is 59,000. You are buying Dore bar. You are not buying gold volume. The gold volume is almost 60,000, which is 59,000, almost 60,000. We give you a discount of 8%, equals 54,100. 8%, use your calculator. We are not selling 21 carats here. We are not selling 18 carats here. We are not selling 12 carats here. We are not selling 10 carats. We are selling 22.54. Our selling price is $54,000, 100. So if you don't have the money and then asking us CIF, cost, insurance, and freight only, how about paying the gold? To me, you are not a buyer. You're not. To me, you're a joker. Why? Why you gonna pay the insurance and shipping cost? You have not paid the gold. You have to pay first the gold. Then you pay the shipping cost. Then you insure the gold before the gold leave the country of origin. In case the gold will be stolen on the way to your destination, at least you insure the gold. So you have to spend money to make money, right? And it says here, I was the one who pressured my seller. Instead of paying taxes 7.5, I requested my head office to waive the tax of 7.5%. Our selling price is 54,000, tax included. No matter what, except you have to pay the shipping cost 1% on the total sale value. Except you pay 1% the insurance on the total sale value in total of 2%. Plus, you have to pay $100 to test the gold at the local refinery, either on the Central Bank of Conakry, either on DNGM in Mali, or either on GGO in Sierra Leone. So you need to be prepared. Do not travel unprepared. Do not. You're gonna fail 100% guarantee. You will fail. That is the reason why I explain it here. Here is the full corporate offer. I expand it. No such seller will explain to you like this. None whatsoever. Wilhelmina is the one explaining so that you will not be duped when you arrive on the ground. Right. So I hope you understand, Mr. Baya. Very clear here on this full corporate offer. Okay? It's very, very clear. And if you cannot comprehend to me, you are not a buyer. Very simple. Elementary can comprehend. It says here, before you're gonna buy gold, you have to send your letter of intent to purchase coming from you. Attention to Wilhelmina. Why attention to Wilhelmina? Wilhelmina will be the one to review your LOI, letter of intent to purchase, whether you are capable or not. You have to state your business name, your company name, your address, your email, and show me how to make letter of intent. Very bad. He's not a buyer. He's a joker broker. Now, Mr. Buyer, if you're watching me, you're a businessman. You should know that. You have to put in your company letterhead. There, Wilhelmina, I saw you on your YouTube channel, and I went to your Facebook. I really need the gold, and I did comprehend what the procedure is all about. So you're gonna put your company name, the carats you're looking for, the purity you're looking for, the quantity you're looking for. The mode of payment is very, very important. This is not CIF. Don't bother if you're gonna send me an LOI, CIF, or LC. Don't bother, because you will be rejected. I'm telling you 100%. This is cash business. This is FOB. That is why I explain it on my YouTube channel and on Facebook. Right. Do you understand the meaning of F.C.O? Means full corporate offer. We are selling to you Dore bar. We are not selling gold volume here. We're not. Very clear and simple. On this video in front of you, we are not selling refined. This is unrefined. So put that into your head. Now it's very clear here. When you send an LOI, then we will respond to you, directly to you. There, Mr. So-and-so, thank you for your intention. LOI is not a contract. Thank you for your intention. And you understand that you need the supply. Thank you. Wilhelmina did review your LOI. So Wilhelmina will advise my head office to proceed after I interview you when I receive your LOI. Yes? And I want you to open your camera when I call you, video call. Because I want to study your language. I want to study your business behavior, whether you are really serious buyer or not. What is the point of inviting you? What is the point issuing the landing visa, and when you are on the ground, you don't have the money? What a waste of time. Don't waste my time, because time is money. You are buying money to make money, so therefore you need to have a capital, isn't it? I think my explanation is very clear and simple. And then you're gonna ask, what is the procedure? Go back and read, because the procedure is in front of you. I would not respond anymore to any chain of joker broker. If you're a broker to your buyer, that is fine. You read it, then you educate your buyer. Mr. Buyer, I found the supply, and you know, in Africa, it's not credit. In Africa, it's cash business. Now, why you gonna ask for credit? Therefore, you don't have the cash. My seller cannot ask the credit to the government to renew his mining license. Is not for credit. And to hire the worker is not for credit. My seller has to pay the wages to work on the mine. Is not for credit. My sellers buy hundreds of bags of rice in order to feed this worker. Is not for credit. He has to issue the check, cash check, in order to pay the rice and deliver it to the mines in order for the worker to eat. And you're sitting in your bum. I'm talking to you, Mr. Buyer. You're just sitting on your bum and you think that the gold will come to you. No, gold will not come to you. Before the gold will come to you, I will scrutinize you first. I will require you. It is in here. The letter of intent, you state your business name, your business registration, a copy, you have to show it to us. Your passport, you have to show us that you are a buyer. And a proof of fund, you have to show us the value of your order. Let's say on 20 kilos, it's $1 million plus. I don't know if you have $1 million. I don't have any clue. Yes, 20 kilos on $54,000. Yeah, $54,000 times 20. That is already 1,800,000. I don't know if you have 1,800,000 on 20 kilos. I'm telling you, you don't have $1 million. You're gonna say, Madam, I wanna buy 20 kilos. Bring it to Dubai. Then when the gold arrive in Dubai, that's the time we will pay. To me, you're bullshit. Excuse my language. Because gold is not for credit. The gold cannot leave the country of origin without export documentation that you have paid the gold, that it will reflect on the cash inflow to the government. The cash inflow means that you have paid the gold to the seller. Then the seller will apply for export certificate to his government that you have paid the gold. So then the government will issue that the gold is free of illegal activities. So without that, you will never get the gold out of the country, or else you are a smuggler. You're gonna be arrested as a smuggler. Don't smuggle it. Don't. It's not worth it for your life to smuggle. Pay the gold before you travel. You talk to Wilhelmina so that I could educate you. I don't need to educate you. Just read it here. Yeah, no one is educating me. When I sit down with my seller when I was in Africa, it is very simple. The seller is villagers, and the seller has not aware and did not know that the government changed the policy on exporting. They have the license to mine, the seller. They have a business registration. Yeah, they have an export license, but most of the foreigners are thieves. Why I call you thieves? You're looking for cheap price. Gold is not cheap. Today alone, May 10, the price of gold is almost $60,000. I warned everybody last year, 2019, bank now, because the gold will rise, keep on rise. Yes, the gold, it fluctuates every day. Yes, the gold price is not fixed, and our selling price is not fixed. Wilhelmina would love to help you if you convince Wilhelmina that you are a real buyer. 3 things you have to convince me. A copy of your business registration, your passport copy, proof of fund, that you have available fund bank statement. Don't be scared. No one will steal your money. Nobody. Your information would be intact with us. Just like my buyer. He showed his business registration. He showed his passport copy. And he showed his bank statement that he has the money. And then we do the contract. And then we issue the landing visa. Now he is on the ground. Right? And he did pay the gold and he transferred the payment. And he's waiting for export documentation because 3 working days to clear your payment from buyer's bank account to the seller's bank account. 3 working days. So when the payment would be cleared to the seller's bank account, then the seller will apply the application that he's going to export to you. So he will attach the receipt of your payment in order to reflect the cash inflow. That is the government regulation. Whether you're going to buy in Mali or Sierra Leone, in Conakry, or in Ghana, exactly the same. No seller will tell you that. They will rush you. Come, come, come. Don't come. If you're not prepared, don't. You are going to fail 100%. The buyer that I sent to Africa, I monitored the movement and he is now waiting to get the export documentation in order for him to take to his country. And he's in Africa right now. And the name of our buyer would not be divulged. It is a private. Yeah? And the information of our buyer is a confidential. Wilhelmina knows our buyer because I am the extension of the company. The company hired Wilhelmina. Yeah? The company hired Wilhelmina to market it. I handle Mali, Conakry, Sierra Leone. Now let's talk about Mali. Mali, there are 3 refineries there. KMR, Marina, and DNGM. Why they are there? That is business. KMR is an Italian group of company. They're a huge company, huge refinery. They are creating employment. The government give them tax incentive. Yes, that is a competition. Marina is there. That is a competition. That is healthy competition. They're there to buy gold and refine and sell it to their client. My seller, he has the gold, and there are 4,500 members of the local refinery, local miners in Mali. And he's going to export as well. He would not deal with KMR. The seller prepared to deal the government DNGM. On my Facebook, you can see the picture of DNGM. You can see the video on the gold from Mali, Conakry, Sierra Leone. Which video you are going to select? Because we have tons of gold. You're going to say, oh, I don't believe. Well, I don't believe you because I haven't seen you. I do believe because I've been to Africa. The gold is in security company with SKR, but I would not release the SKR unless I'm satisfied. The SKR will be attached on the contract together until I'm satisfied that you have to show me your bank statement that you have $1 million or 20 kilos. Without that, I wouldn't believe you. And most of you brokers online, stalker, they are stalking on my virtual platform. It's okay. You stalk on my platform. It's okay. You at least you learn, but you have to read it because I'm going to reject you. Because when you come on Skype and Telegram or Skype or WhatsApp, my question is, how did you find Wilhelmina? And you're gonna say, I found you on YouTube. Okay. What did you learn out of my video? Oh, not really. Go back and read again. Then you come back. Simple as that. I don't need to talk too much. Talking too much. Time waster. I am here to sell, not to deal with chain of joker broker. I don't want to receive cut and paste. Mr. Buyer, you will only receive the contract after my validation. You will not receive a SPA until I interview you. because the SPA would specify your information. We will put your information on the contract and we will send it to you. You review it, then we can exchange vital information. We will provide you the mining license, everything what you ask for. But you convince Wilhelmina that you have $1,000,000. Convince Wilhelmina that you have money available in your bank account. Convince Wilhelmina, show me your proof of fund. Then you can see the proof of product when we invite you, when we issue the landing visa as a company guest. You are our valued customer. Meaning to say, we do business properly. If you keep on running around and running around looking for cheap price, at the end of the day, you will end into disaster. So many buyer has been duped come to me. I am not an agency and I am not a babysitter. I'm not. I only babysit our buyer. When the buyer send his information, yes, I will babysit that buyer. And you must remember, Mr. Buyer, it says here, do not travel without Wilhelmina. Read it here, the full corporate offer. So go and read again, Mr. Buyer. You're going to see how much is the price. To me, you didn't read it. You're a businessman. You should know that gold is world asset. Gold is money you're buying. Our selling price, Mr. Buyer, less 8% based on the world market. Yeah? And if you come to Africa and then you encounter disaster and you call Wilhelmina, I wouldn't be able to help you at all. Because my seller's policy, he would not entertain any buyer without invitation. Why? Why? You are already on the ground. You've been window shopping, comparing prices to prices. You think you can get the price cheap. Gold is not cheap at all. Even banana. Banana, there is a value. Today, the banana is 3 kilos. $3 per kilo. A bread used to be $1. Today is $2.50. And today, the gold is almost 60. Can you see the difference, Mr. Buyer? I'm just comparing banana and bread and gold. Yes? You're buying commodities here. You're not buying cheap commodity. You're buying expensive commodities. So I think I already explained to you, Mr. Buyer. Read it. It's in here. Don't come to Wilhelmina. You're not comprehending because I'm going to reject you. Yes? It's very, very clear here. No such seller explaining to you like this. I was the one who expanded. When I was in Ghana, 2013, there's a lot of devious seller and devious buyer. I was being screwed, Mr. Buyer, by buyers and sellers as well. Since then, I reform. I clean all the dodgy buyers and dodgy seller. I fired all of the seller in Ghana. Ghana is a nice country, yes. The people are bad, especially the seller. You want to cut corner? Do not cut corner, Mr. Buyer. If you come to Wilhelmina to handle you, do not cut corner. Whatever the contract, you follow it. Mr. Buyer, some of the African, they don't follow the contract. You come to Wilhelmina, Mr. Buyer, the contract must be followed. You spend money to make money here. And my services is not for free either. I do charge my extra service, Mr. Buyer. If you cannot afford, to me, you are not a buyer. How you can afford $1 million, and my extra service is peanut? Why should I give you free? I already given you free information on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook. This is my online store. I've given you very, very extensive explanation. My seller would not explain to you like this. They will rush. Okay, come. Don't come unless you talk to Wilhelmina. Don't. Because I can guarantee you, you will fail. Yeah? I can guarantee you. Look at my buyer. He's happy. Yeah, I monitor his movement. Because I couldn't travel. I was in Africa before lockdown. I cannot travel because I don't have a vaccination. My vaccine will be scheduled on May 25. Australian citizen is not allowed to travel unless fully vaccinated. Yes, and I was lucky that I arrived home before lockdown. But you can travel because Dubai, you can travel to Africa. Korean buyer can travel to Africa. Singaporean buyer can travel, except Indian, because the border is closed because of the severe pandemic. UK can travel. I have a friend from United Kingdom. He traveled to Sierra Leone. Disaster. Yes, and he called me. Mhm. And he said, "Oh, madam, I should listen to you." Well, it's too late. He's looking for cheap price. Mhm. And he has limited cash. And he wanted my help, and I told him, "You wouldn't. I couldn't help you. And you're not qualified to our policy." Mhm. He's asking to buy grams and he will sell it to Dubai. I said, "No, it's not worth it. You're wasting your money. You're wasting your time." And he fell. Another Indian before the pandemic, father and son, went to Africa. And he knows me. Hmm. They traveled and they were being offered very cheap. And he has a local agent. What happened? Again, disaster. He was being duped. He lost $41,000. And then they come to me by video call for rescue. I couldn't rescue, guys. And you don't trust Wilhelmina. And you went to Africa because you were being offered cheap price, and then you come to me to talk to my seller. No, I wouldn't allow you to ruin my seller because my seller will get angry. When I was in Africa 2019 and 20, I met a lot of buyers stranded. On 2020, before lockdown, I was in Sierra Leone, I was in Conakry. I met a lot of buyers staying the same hotel where I stay. When I was in Dubai, people come to me, they were excited. And I told this joker buyer from Dubai, "How did you find Wilhelmina?" So, "Wilhelmina, you have an advertisement that you are going to Africa." I said, "Yes." Yeah. And I interviewed them. None of them met the criteria. None. They're asking to bring gold in Dubai. I told him wouldn't work. There was an Indian that the following day he's going to travel to Sierra Leone, and I told him I just been there yesterday, and he said that he signed a contract with his seller, and he showed me the contract. During the time he was being offered $38,000. And I told him, "I doubt you will get the gold." So why? The Department of Mines will not issue the certificate that you have paid the full amount of your order. When he arrived in Sierra Leone, he doesn't have the money. He will only pay taxes, and the seller didn't agree. He was stranded and he asked my rescue. I said to him, "I cannot rescue you guys. I'm not a policeman." Yeah, he failed. He doesn't have the money. He's asking his seller to bring gold to Dubai, and he's going to sell it and get the profit. That is the time the buyer will pay the seller. It wouldn't work at all. Just like this guy from UK. He's in Africa. He thought that he could get the gold and he will sell it to Dubai. He is going to leverage. Gold business is not leveraging business. Gold business is cash business. Africa would not give you his gold for nothing. You have to pay for it. That is why I explain it here. Mr. Buyer, I can guarantee you, if you read the full corporate offer, you would not fail. Guaranteed. And don't travel with no capital. Don't. I will consider you 10 kilos. And I will determine which seller I'm going to put you. I will determine. Either Mali, Sierra Leone, Conakry. I have already buyer in Conakry. And he has no issue here. And I'm waiting. I keep on follow-upping. I spend long distance because I couldn't travel because I don't have a vaccine. But as soon as I get the vaccine, Mr. Buyer, come with me. Guaranteed. You will not fail. And if I cannot travel, I will monitor your movement by long distance. But I charge my extra services. To call long distance, it costs money. I'm not giving you for nothing. Yeah, I've already given you what $1 million of information. And you, when you get the gold, you will get a handsome profit. This is not for free, Mr. Buyer. I have to be frank, Mr. Buyer. Do not talk to Wilhelmina if you don't have a capital. Don't. And do not say, Madam, I want to buy 1 kilo. It's not worth it for you. You travel, then 1 kilo, you wouldn't get any profit. No, it's not worth it. Keep your money. I'm advising you, if you have less capital, don't be involved so that you will not be burned out. There are so many buyers has been burned out. You must remember, 2019, the royal family of Dubai was being duped because of cheap offer. I watched the video on YouTube and I told my seller, do not follow the other seller in Kenya that the gold coming from Congo. And what happened? The royal family was being duped because he was been dealing, he authorized his agent to deal with the company in Kenya. What happened? The gold didn't arrive. And when they opened the boxes, it's full of rock. Yeah, that is why, Mr. Buyer, my extra service is very expensive. You buy expensive products, you must remember. I don't give you for nothing. No one is giving me for free. I give you what $1 million worth of information in front of you. That is free. But when I travel with you, it's no longer for free. You got my point, Mr. Buyer? Mr. Buyer, don't be afraid to talk to Wilhelmina. Be thankful. Read it first. Click below. It says on my YouTube channel. Show more. Click it. Digest it. Paragraph by paragraph. And then when you read it, you summarize. Am I qualified? Oh, it's very amazing. Wilhelmina did explain thoroughly. Okay, I will save money. Then I will come back. Mr. Buyer, I will give you a very good negotiation. I am your business negotiator at the same time. And I am the seller's mandate. I am the extension of the seller. They hired Wilhelmina to market their production. I am not a broker, because if I am a broker, I will keep on running around and chasing you. I'm not chasing you. You chase us. We have the products. We have the proof of product when you come and you inspect the gold. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening. I hope you understand my explanation. Read it. Don't come to Wilhelmina unless you understand what you are reading. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening.